Paul Bearer!
Formerly known as Paul Bearer. What the hell's he doing here? What the hell is this all about? What's going on? Championship.
Whoa!
Percy Pringle. We saw him last week. What's he doing out here?
I guess he's explaining what we saw. How Big James came in from the ring. He's pointing that he's under the ring.
Communicating here with referee Andrew Thomas. He saw BG James and slid back under the ring.
My decision is final. I didn't see it.
Tell you what confusion. I mean, Morgan Plumtree and AJ came over here. We had no idea.
There he is, right in front of his brother, Scott Armstrong. Guilty!
That's right. And his brother's not going to back him here. Wait a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Andrew Thomas has reversed the decision due to outside interference. Still tag team champions of the world, the disciples of the new church.
How about that? Percy Pringle to ringside, seconded by NWA senior official Scott Armstrong, leads to the decision being reversed.
Why would he
William Mitchell.
Ron and Don Harris, now, you don't like us, and we certainly don't like you. But let's call a spade a spade. Percival Pringle has no business in your business, nor in the business of the new church. So why don't we place the blame squarely where it belongs?
What?
What is that about?
Pringle just helped him out. Got him his title back.
Almost as if he doesn't want Percy Pringle having anything to do with the matters of the church.
Wait a minute.
Stormin Harris from the back with... Percy, what a long, strange trip it's been. Take us back to the early days. I know that you grew up in the Mobile, Alabama, Pensacola, Florida area and played such a vital role in getting you into professional wrestling.
Oh, absolutely, because I was a wrestling fan for forever. I can't remember a time that I wasn't a wrestling fan. My parents used to take me to the studio wrestling matches, you know, when I was a little kid. And it wasn't just me. There's a few other guys around there that I grew up with, that we went to the matches with in the same territory there. Freebird Michael Hayes, Rock and Roll Express Robert Gibson, Hollywood John Tatum. We all grew up together, used to help put up the ring, and eventually all of us made it into the business, and I'm glad to still be in the business.
Your run with Florida Championship Wrestling, I guess you almost used it as a springboard to your first national exposure, which was in Texas. Yeah,
down in Florida Championship Wrestling is where I first was put together with Ravishing Rick Rude, who, God rest his soul, was a very, very important person in my life. And it was just natural chemistry right away with me and Rick Rude. And I started the first Pringle dynasty down in Florida. And then the Von Erich family, World Class Championship Wrestling, gave us a call, and I ended up staying in World Class for 6 years.
What an incredible run that you had in the WWF. Reflect back on the 12 years that you spent in the World Wrestling Federation.
Do we have enough tape? How in the world am I going to do that? There's so many stories, so many memories, some good, some bad. I'd say mostly good. It really was my first exposure to, quote, sports entertainment, unquote, because I had been used to being in places where they didn't script your interviews for you, you know, that you always spoke from the passion that you had for the business, the love you had, you know, from your heart's heart. And things were really different there, but I adapted, you know, fairly quickly, and became a major, you know, vital part of that organization. Not only was I on-air talent, I also worked backstage in the talent development department, where I helped younger talent, you know, scouting younger talent, things like that, and as a road agent. So I wore many different hats in the WWF. But that 12 years, it went by really quick. It really did.
Many people, I think, would say that your role managing The Undertaker was among the first aspects of sports entertainment. in professional wrestling. So I need to ask you the question, where do you stand on sports entertainment versus traditional wrestling?
Sports entertainment versus traditional wrestling. I keep hearing that and hearing that and hearing that. You know, I've been coming here now for about 3 weeks, and I really haven't made any kind of statement as to what my position is here. Mainly because I really don't know, Mike. You know, I've got time on my hands. I'm coming around, I'm sitting back, and I'm looking around, watching, listening, waiting, smelling. There might even be some rats around here I don't like. You never know what I'm going to do. Last week you found me down at ringside, you know, just out of the blue. You know why was I there? Because I wanted to be there. There's no telling what I'm going to do. You know me.
I certainly do. I guess the natural question that I have for you is, can we expect to see Percy Pringle in a managerial role here in NWA TNA?
I'm not going to lie to you. You know, yeah, there's no telling, like I said before, there's no telling what I'm going to do, when I'm going to do it, or where I'm going to do it. Because if I told you, that would just ruin the tradition of Percival Pringle III. And that's who I am at heart.
Percy, great to have you on board here with the National Wrestling Alliance.
Don't say that yet. I'm here, but I'm not on board yet. I might have my boarding pass, but I'm not on the ship yet. But I might be.
You never know.
You never know.
Let's see how many people come out.
Well. Percy Pringle's back.
There's a lot of people been waiting to hear what the fat man has to say, and I'm ready to talk.
I think we're going to hear from Percy.
I've been.
Got one thing right, Percy. Fat man. Long time no see, friend.
You know, I'm probably, well, not probably, I am the only person in this building that really knows the real Vince Russo. I have known you longer than anybody in this building. In fact, probably anybody in the business right now. I remember when you used to stand at the back door of the New Haven Coliseum with your little recorder saying, "Would you give me an interview? Would you talk to me, please?"
Well, a history lesson for
Begging
Russo.
for a job. Well, you snaked your way in. You got on the big payroll. Oh, yeah, you did. You know, we were never really enemies, but we were never even really friends. But I do recall one night in particular when Vince Russo, with his almighty pen that he wrote wrestling with, brought in a bunch of freaks and geeks and midgets and giants, and he called it sports entertainment. I have to say that I should be the last one talking here because I've been a part of some of the best entertainment this business has ever seen, without a doubt. And I've been thinking about this for a long time, Benny Rue. I really have. You might be right.
What?
What?
You might be right. Wrestling, as I know it, very well might be dead and buried in the damn grave.
Didn't expect that from
No.
Percy.
So, Pally, put it here.
You're
No.
kidding.
Wait a minute, are you telling me, Percy, that you want to be in the family?
He's got his hand out.
I want you to shake my hand.
You know, Percy, there's a few things that I want to say. Because the way I look at you, you are no different than Jeff Jarrett. You are no different from The Undertaker. Guys that I made, that I created, that kicked me in the ass on the way out the door, Percy.
Russo's having flashbacks.
You were no different. I heard the stories about you cutting promos, talking behind my back, you fat piece of shit.
Oh, no, come on!
The gang mentality of Russo's Sports Entertainment Extreme is center stage.
Get him up!
Oh, wait a minute, they got that soapbox!
No!
Oh. BG James just broke the soapbox right over Pringle's head.
Ladies and gentlemen, this segment has been brought to you by Sports Entertainment Extreme. Thank you very much.
He's been busted wide open. Can we get a camera?
Pringle is bleeding!
Oh, my. Oh, my God.
Look at the fat man now!
Wait a minute!
Jorge Estrada from the back.
What in the world? He's coming out here!
The old Jorge is back.
But there's too many numbers, Mike!
Way too much here for Estrada.
Donnie! Get the table!
Hit the table?
I mean, what's Torrey trying to prove? I mean, I love his spirit.
Are you watching this?
Yeah, I'm watching it. I'm watching every second of it. And I'm sickened by it.
I love his spirit, Mike.
Of Estrada.
Percy Pringle.
Look at these people on their feet!
Oh, no.
Oh, no. They've got Estrada up.
Oh, no.
In the corner, table in place.
I admire his courage, but it...
Oh, he's going to pay the price for that courage.
Hold on, let me
Oh, my God, look at the blood. Oh, no. Finally, from the back, here come the troops. Jeff Jarrett with a chair.
Just ran them all out of here.
Security also to help. And Russo Sports Entertainment Extreme bails. Percy Pringle is in dire need of some help here. Oh, my.
What about, though, Percy? I mean, it looked like he was going with Russo.
And rejected by Russo at the same time.
And paid the price.
Time. I wanted to introduce Mr. Percy Pringle.
I think Percy has some explaining to do, don't you, Don?
Absolutely.
Remember several weeks ago, the attack by Vince Russo and the entire
Hey,
Sports
Percy, how you
Entertainment
doing?
Extreme group.
It's been a few months now that you've been around NWA TNA, and I've yet to have the pleasure of talking to you face to face. It's quite an honor.
Thank you.
I gotta say, as being the new girl on the block, new kid, I try to do a little research and nose around and just learn as much as I can about the people in our company. And I gotta say, it's incredible to find out what a pioneer you are in this business. And you are a very respected man, with the exception of a few weeks ago with Vince Russo. When you were so clearly looking for something from him, seeking him out, how did it make you feel to be publicly humiliated in the ring?
Well, first of all, the first week of April, I'm going to be standing in Las Vegas, Nevada, up on the podium at the Cauliflower Alley Club. And if you don't know what the Cauliflower Alley Club, that's the premier club of talent in our industry. It's composed of all the heroes from the past, present, and future. This year, they are honoring me at their convention. And I'm going to stand up there proud as hell and accept that plaque, because I sure have worked my behind for it. Unlike somebody else named Vincent Russo. Vince Russo, just that name makes my stomach sour. Vince Russo, you will never know what it feels like to stand at the Cauliflower Alley Club in front of those people, in front of those legends, and be honored. You'll never know that. I've had the best of both worlds. I've certainly had the best of sports entertainment. I've had the best of the traditional style. But you know, 2 weeks ago, when I was leaning across those stairs right there, my life's blood was pouring out of my head, and with every drop that hit those stairs, I could see Russo's face. Every drop, I could see the face of one of those vultures in that SEX group. It makes me sick. I'm not running, Russo. You'll never know what Percy Pringle III will do next, who he'll do it with, or where he'll do it. But I promise you, my reputation speaks for itself, and I'm not going anywhere.
Who's this?
Tony Schiavone.
Oh, man. Well, Mike.
Well, I told you, my former broadcast partner, Tony Schiavone.
Tony Schiavone, how you doing? Good. You know, you've been in the business a long time. Our paths have never crossed. I used to watch you in world-class championship wrestling. Enjoyed you in the WWF with The Undertaker. I've really admired your career. But I do want to say something that 2 weeks ago I was watching this program. And you know, when you were talking to Vince Russo, I have never in my life seen someone kiss someone's ass the way you kissed Vince Russo to try to get in this business.
Go
ahead, keep talking.
Well, I will keep talking. Let me tell you this. This is one man's opinion, okay? I would have never stooped that low. All right, here, stand next to me. I need to look thin, okay? I would have never stooped that low. It was pathetic, but it's just one man's opinion. Okay, that's just my opinion, but I do want to talk about something if I can. As you probably know, I've been out of the business for almost 2 years, and I've been wondering exactly why I've not had a job in pro wrestling for 2 years. Is your name Goldilocks? As in, who's been sleeping in my bed? Now let me get this right. You do the interviews around